Welcome back, Mystery Seekers. Today, we delve into one of the most chilling and well-documented tales of the supernatural, the story of Julia Petta, also known as the Italian Bride. This tale is filled with strange occurrences and unanswered questions. Let's dive in. Our story begins in the early 20th century in Chicago, Illinois. Julia Petta was a young woman of Italian descent, born in 1892. She married Matthew Petta in 1920, and soon after, she became pregnant. Tragically, Julia died in childbirth on March 17, 1921, along with her stillborn son, Filippo. Julia was buried in her wedding dress at Mount Carmel Cemetery in Hillside, Illinois. Her grieving mother, Filomena Baccola, was devastated by the loss of her daughter and grandson. Shortly after Julia's burial, Filomena began experiencing strange and terrifying dreams. In these nightmares, Julia appeared to her, insisting that she was still alive and needed her mother's help. These dreams plagued Filomena for 6 long years. Driven by these persistent dreams, Filomena petitioned to have Julia's grave opened. Despite facing numerous obstacles, she finally secured permission for the exhumation in 1927. When the coffin was opened, those present were shocked by what they found. Julia's body was remarkably well preserved, showing little to no signs of decomposition. Her skin was said to be soft and pliable, as if she had just been buried. A photograph was taken of Julia's body in the casket, and this image was placed on her monument at Mount Carmel Cemetery. The photo, along with a life-size statue of Julia in her wedding dress, still stands at her gravesite today. Let's explore some of the theories that have been proposed to explain Julia's remarkable preservation. One theory suggests that Julia's body was incorruptible, a phenomenon often associated with sainthood in the Catholic Church. Incorruptibility is the belief that divine intervention prevents the body from decaying. Incorruptibility is considered a sign of holiness and divine favor. While it's rare, there are documented cases of saints whose bodies have remained intact for years after their death. Another theory attributes Julia's preservation to the soil composition at Mount Carmel Cemetery. Certain types of soil can slow down the decomposition process, preserving the body for longer periods. The soil in some areas can create conditions that inhibit bacterial growth and slow decomposition. This could explain why Julia's body remained so well preserved. Embalming practices in the early 20th century could also have played a role. By 1921, embalming chemicals were widely used, and a well-embalmed body placed in an air-sealed coffin could remain intact for many years. Proper embalming and an airtight coffin can significantly slow down the decomposition process. It's possible that Julia's preservation was due to the embalming techniques used at the time. Of course, there are skeptics who argue that the story of Julia's preservation has been exaggerated over the years. They suggest that the photograph and the statue have contributed to the legend, making it seem more mysterious than it actually is. While it's certainly an interesting story, there's no concrete evidence to suggest that Julia's preservation was anything more than a combination of natural and man-made factors. The legend has likely grown over time, fueled by the photograph and the statue. Modern researchers continue to study the case of Julia Petta, using advanced technology and methods to try to understand what happened. While no definitive answers have been found, the case remains a fascinating example of unexplained phenomena. Online communities are filled with discussions and debates about Julia Petta. Videos, articles, and forums dissect every piece of evidence, with some people passionately defending the supernatural explanation and others debunking it. The legend of Julia Petta has also made its way into popular culture. It has been featured in books, documentaries, and TV shows, capturing the imagination of people around the world. From mystery documentaries to horror stories, the tale of the Italian Bride continues to inspire storytellers and filmmakers, adding to its mystique and allure. Whether you believe in the supernatural explanations or think there's a more mundane answer, the story of Julia Petta remains one of the most intriguing mysteries in history. It's a reminder that there are still many unanswered questions about our world. So the next time you hear a strange story or encounter an unexplained event, remember the mystery of Julia Petta. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-chilling stories.